I see a Hopkins rose. I do tend to fall pretty often and get wet, but I think that's honestly part of the adventure. Come tide pooling with me in Monterey, California. We found a lot of cool animals at this spot and tons of sea slugs. We started by finding the sea lemon that was stuck out of the water, so I gently put it back into it. When I started with science communication, I really had no expectations. It was mostly something that I was just doing for fun. I never could have imagined the scale that it would have grown to, and also the places and things that I've been able to see and do because of this work. For example, a couple years ago, I got to go to Antarctica with a National Geographic photographer, where she taught me about environmental storytelling and photography and how to combine art and science to tell a beautiful story. Yeah. Alex, they're fucking. I came into my undergrad with the idea that I was going to study business. I actually didn't realize that I wanted to be a marine biologist until I took a marine science class and we learned about sea star wasting disease and what it meant to be a marine biologist. And I thought that was so interesting. I immediately changed my major to marine biology. There's cool specimens. Let me show you my favorite. Humpback whale fetus. Isn't that crazy? So these are our 2 tables where we keep all of our baby bull kelp. And I think the best examples are over here. They don't really look like much when they're this small. This is all of the kelp that we currently have, but we need 1,200 little baby kelp to go outplant, which is a lot. So we need to really ramp up in the next couple weeks. Bull kelp is one of the foundational kelp species in Northern California. It provides habitat for thousands of sea creatures. It's really important to our economy and our culture. But the species, over the past decade, has decreased in Northern California by over 90%. And it has really been detrimental to the entire ecosystem. What happened was in 2014, there was this perfect storm of events where there was a marine heat wave nicknamed the blob. There was the onset of sea star wasting disease, which killed off over 95% of sunflower sea stars. And that resulted in sea urchin populations exploding because sea urchins in that area are eaten by the sunflower sea star, and sea urchins eat kelp. So without the top predator, the sea star, urchin populations exploded, and they have just been mowing down kelp forests and not giving it the chance to recover. I do think and agree that the news about the ocean does overall tend to be negative, but I think that in order for us to continue moving forward and making advancements in the right direction is to focus on the little stories of hope, because I really do think that there are a lot of hopeful success stories in science and in conservation and restoration especially that we should be sharing and focusing on so people don't feel like there's no turning back. It's not too late. We can still recover a lot of these ecosystems and endangered species. I think a great example is in the kelp restoration story. Within the past few years, we have seen the kelp start to recover. We have, with the help of volunteers, removed thousands, if not millions, of sea urchins. We've also been able to find a few sunflower sea stars start to return. It's hope and a sign to us that this ecosystem is responding to the work that we've been putting in, and that hopefully in a couple of years this ecosystem will be starting to return to its baseline state and will no longer need the help of human intervention. It's really cool to see the whole community coming and working together. That has been the most beautiful thing of this whole story to me, is that the people that, rely on this ecosystem and live in this area care so much about seeing it return to what it was before. I think moving forward, I want to look bigger by actually looking smaller, focusing on my local community with more hands-on environmental education and community science.